Hey guys, it's katiejuly. This is my week 15 post-op gastric bypass update. So jump right in with the numbers, Meredith style, get them out of the way. At the beginning of my whole journey, 15 weeks ago, I was 290 even. Last week I was 216.6. This morning I was 213.8. So it's a loss of 2.8 pounds this week and 76.2 overall. My math skills, not improving with the weight loss. I honestly feel like the 2.8 pounds is a little bit of a gift. Like, I know that's silly because I did my average calories for the week and I ate 750 calories, which is totally fine. I went to the gym twice. I did a ton of walking. Like, losing weight makes sense mathematically, scientifically, whatever. But I didn't feel as in it to win it this week as I have felt so far. And, you know, I had my highest calorie day, which I feel bad for you guys having always listened to me blather about calories. But I had my highest calorie day so far, which was, you know, almost 1,100 calories, and another day past 800, and, you know, only went to the gym twice this week and was just feeling like, I don't know, the way sometimes that I would start to feel when I'd been doing Weight Watchers for a little while and wasn't being super successful and felt like kind of doing the program, kind of not, which is silly because this is not a program I can quit. And so I was really trying to figure out what is going on. And I think part of it is that I feel really good. I mean, I know Amelia made a video about lowered expectations and not really thinking that you could get all the way to your goal on some level. And then I was watching, you know, playing catch up today, watching Jodi's video where she was talking about having dieted since she was 7 years old and how many times in your life can you start a diet really, really trying to believe in your heart of hearts that you can get to goal weight before some part of you internally just accepts that that can never happen. And I feel like right now I am under 215, which I haven't been since I was 20. I'm wearing a size 18, which I haven't worn since I was 20 years old. And I have never been smaller than this in terms of clothing. I've got down to 198, but I mean, I'm tighter now than I was then, it seems like, and I fit into clothes differently. And I feel like maybe I'm dragging my feet, or maybe I was dragging my feet a little bit this week, because some part of me doesn't know what's next or doesn't think I can continue to be successful after this. I don't know. So today I was really getting myself pumped up again, and yesterday going to the gym pumped up again that, you know, even though I don't know what's next, and even though if I don't know if it's going to take a year to lose the next 50 pounds or, you know, 2 years to lose the next 50 pounds, like, I want to be as excited for the second part of my journey or the next part of my journey as I have been so far. And a little bit, I mean, the difference between 290 and now isn't just that I'm the smallest I've been in my adult life, which I know that I'm my cute little baby face. You guys always comment that I look like I'm 12 years old, but I'm 26. You know, not just that I'm the smallest that I've been in a really long time, but that I feel the best that I felt. Like, I feel like at 290, I felt like I was suffocating. And I know that that's crazy. And, you know, I don't know. I felt like I was just so trapped at that weight. And, like, I'd stopped doing all the things that I like to do. And I was really depressed and just all of this stuff. And now that I'm under 215, 213.8, I feel really good. And so it's weird to me that in this moment of feeling really good, this would be kind of the time that I would be like, oh, catch my breath, look around, you know, this isn't looking so bad. And it's like, no, keep going. Like, you know, there's a long, long way for me to go. And Wonderland is totally within reach. I mean, you know, it's going to take more than a month probably to get there, but 13.8 pounds is not a ton. So I really, really, really want to keep focused on that and keep excited and keep pumped about doing it. And the only other thing with kind of eating and hitting some high calories and stuff like that, I was watching MJ's video, and she had mentioned realizing that, you know, you can't eat whatever you want, which I know is sort of obvious, but I feel like I, in some ways, had that same revelation this week that for the past 14 weeks, I kind of could eat anything I wanted. And not that I, am not eating healthy and I'm eating protein first and all of that, but I could have the full-fat sour cream, or I could have the full-fat cheese, or, an egg every day, because the portions are so small that it never was adding up to much of anything really. But a lot of that was that I was eating a quarter of a cup of food or less, and then protein shakes for my protein. And now that I'm really to maybe 1 protein shake a day and 2, usually 3 meals, really 3 meals, I can tell that when I have nuts and, crackers and sour cream and cheese on my beef taco, you know what I mean? Just all of those things that when you're having a teaspoon of everything don't mean anything. Now that I can have kind of a tablespoon of everything, in terms of the toppings, and even more in terms of other stuff, it's just adding up. So I think that was sort of my 2 days of having tons of calories, was realizing like, oh, right, like I can't just order whatever thing I want, because it does totally tally up, which I know is supposed to be obvious, but well. I have totally injured my foot, and I don't know what is going on. On Sunday, my girlfriend and I went to Brooklyn to look at wedding venues, and I'm saving the wedding stuff for the end for right now, so if this doesn't interest you at all, you can totally click away. But we went to look at venues in Prospect Park in Brooklyn, which is sort of like Central Park. It's a huge, beautiful park, kind of a little bit more rugged even than Central. So we started on one end of the park to look at this place called the Picnic House, and it was okay. And then we're like, oh, let's go check out the other side of the park, which was humongous, and we totally got lost because, it's not like they have a grid system or street signs in the park. To give you a sense for people who don't know how big, like I was like, Central Park, how big could it be? But it takes me, 20 minutes easy to walk skinny side to skinny side Central Park, and more than an hour to walk north-south, the long ways. It's huge. I'm trying to think how long it is so I can quickly do the math, like 5 miles, is that right? Huge. So anyway, we decided to walk across Prospect Park in Brooklyn to see the other wedding venue, which was beautiful. It's the Audubon Center, so it's 2 stories, and it's sort of an awkward space because both stories are sort of long and narrow, so I don't really know where we would have this ceremony, but it's right onto a pond. There are 2 stone bridges there. It's just like so cute, so cute. So far that's the best place that we like in New York. We're trying to get married here in New York. But I was just wearing these ballet flats and wasn't thinking and shouldn't have been wearing them. And we wound up walking for about 2 hours, across to one side of the park and then back. And my feet definitely hurt on Sunday, and it was like, oh, we wound up taking a cab afterwards. But today my foot really hurts, and it hurt a little bit yesterday evening, and I was stupid and went to the gym anyway because I hadn't been in a while and I wanted to. But then today it's like I cannot walk on it. I'm really limping, and it sort of feels like where the ball of the foot is, down around the side, not where the arch is, but sort of the side of your foot that touches the ground. But if anyone has any ideas about what I should do, so I don't know if I should be doing stretches with it, if it's like a weird cramp. It almost feels like a cramp. Becky thinks I might have fractured something or stress fractured something just from lumbering around in completely supportless shoes for 2 hours while walking. But I feel like I would have felt an injury if I had actually broken something, although she thinks that's not totally true. This is my update. Totally random. Sorry it's so meandering. I have been watching everyone's videos about munching. I feel like everyone has those. So I have hopefully a good contest idea. Hopefully I'm not an enabler with my contest idea. But I'm going to make it as a separate video so that people don't have to listen to me ramble to enter the contest and to see the results. So hope you guys are having a really good week. I totally love watching all your videos. So keep them coming. And I'll talk to you next week. Bye.